Stoicism, often thought of as a stern, detached approach to life, holds secrets that can transform relationships into something truly profound. It's time to rethink what you know about Stoicism, especially in the context of love and partnership. Today, we're diving into a captivating journey with 19 things a man should not do with women, guided by Stoicism. This isn't about avoiding challenges but embracing the wisdom of the Stoics to build better connections. Did you ever imagine that ancient philosophies could hold the key to modern-day relationship success? You might be surprised. Join us as we explore how these age-old teachings can help navigate the complex dance of relationships with grace and understanding. By the end of this video, you'll not only have a deeper appreciation for Stoicism, but also a powerful toolkit to enhance your life and love. So, get comfortable and let's embark on this enlightening adventure together. The first thing to keep in mind is to avoid excess control. Now, you might be wondering, why is this so crucial? According to Stoic philosophy, one of the fundamental principles is to control only what is within our power. The focus should be on our reactions, our thoughts, our actions. But here's where many go astray in relationships, especially with women, by trying to exert control over them. This is not only contrary to Stoic teachings, but also a fast track to ruining relationships. Imagine trying to wield control over a partner's choices, their friendships, their dreams. It leads to a path littered with resentment, frustration, and emotional distance. Instead, think of relationships as a dance rather than a tug of war. While it's natural to want the best for those we care about, remember that the desire to control often stems from fear and insecurity. Stoicism teaches us to let go of this urge, to trust, to communicate, and to respect autonomy. By focusing on what we can control, like being supportive and understanding, we create a space where relationships can genuinely thrive and flourish. This principle not only respects your partner's freedom but also enriches your bond, making it one of mutual respect and true partnership. The second thing to remember is do not assume. Assumptions can be a tricky thing, often dressing up as understanding when, in reality, they're just guesses we make without the facts. Stoicism guides us to perceive reality as it truly is, not as we imagine it to be. By making assumptions, especially about how a woman feels or thinks, we stray far from the Stoic path of seeking truth and clarity. Picture this: you assume your partner is upset with you because of a quick text reply. Without asking or clarifying, this assumption brews an unnecessary storm. It leads to a cycle of worry, resentment, and needless conflict where simple communication could reveal the truth. There's a lesson here that embraces the Stoic pursuit of wisdom. Before jumping to conclusions, pause and reflect. Ask questions, listen attentively, and seek to understand their perspective. By rejecting assumptions and embracing this practice of seeking clarity, we pave the way for deeper connections and fewer misunderstandings. In relationships, striving for understanding rather than presuming information is key to fostering peace and harmony. The third point on our journey through Stoic principles is to avoid neglecting empathy. Empathy is not just a buzzword, it's a cornerstone of genuine human connection and resonates deeply with Stoic philosophy. At its core, empathy involves understanding and sharing another person's feelings and perspectives. In relationships, particularly with women, the absence of empathy can create an emotional chasm, leading to distance and misunderstanding. Stoicism encourages us to transcend our own viewpoint and relate to others on a deeper level. Picture this: your partner comes home after a long day, visibly stressed. Without empathy, you might dismiss their feelings as just another day in the grind. But with empathy, you tune into their emotions, offering support and understanding. Neglecting this Stoic value can result in partners feeling unheard, isolated, and unappreciated. It's like trying to build a bridge without the middle section. By acknowledging the emotional landscape of those we care about, we plant seeds of trust and intimacy. Imagine how enriched our connections can become when we choose to listen with care, offer compassion without judgment, and respond with genuine understanding. Living empathetically not only aligns with Stoic teachings but also enhances the quality of our closest relationships, making them more nurturing and enduring. Empathy is, therefore, not just a virtue but a vital ingredient in the recipe for a flourishing partnership. Empathy in action requires more than just understanding its value. It's about implementing practices that allow empathy to flourish naturally in relationships. Stoic exercises like perspective taking and reflection offer powerful tools to help us cultivate this essential quality. Perspective taking is the practice of consciously stepping into another person's shoes and viewing the world from their vantage point. Imagine the daily experiences and struggles of your partner and consider how these shape their feelings and reactions. This mental exercise not only enhances empathy but also broadens your understanding of their world, fostering deeper connections. Another Stoic practice is reflection, which involves a deliberate pause to think about interactions and how our words and actions impact others. At the end of each day, spend a few moments reflecting on your interactions. Ask yourself, did I truly listen today? How did my words affect my partner? This contemplation nurtures a habit of mindfulness in relationships, paving the way for ongoing growth and understanding. Combining perspective-taking and reflection creates a synergy that strengthens empathy in meaningful ways. As you engage in these exercises, they gradually become second nature, guiding you towards a more compassionate and fulfilling partnership. This commitment to empathy aligns beautifully with Stoic virtues, transforming relationships into a mutual journey of support, respect, and love. The fourth thing to bear in mind is to avoid disrespect. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, the practice of virtue is paramount. This includes treating others with respect, a fundamental aspect that cannot be overlooked, especially in relationships. Disrespect is like a silent poison that seeps into the fabric of connection, gradually eroding trust and affection. Imagine a situation where a partner dismissively sneers at the other's dreams or opinions. This act of disrespect does more than just hurt feelings. It creates a fissure in the relationship, one that might widen over time. It brings about a sense of devaluation and inadequacy, making the partner feel small and unworthy. Stoicism teaches us that every individual possesses inherent dignity and deserves to be treated as such. By embracing this fundamental truth, we establish a relationship based on mutual regard and equality. Consider a relatable anecdote of a couple navigating a disagreement where one partner quickly resorts to harsh words and dismissive gestures. The immediate outcome might be silence, but underneath lies a simmering anger and a loss of trust. Such instances of disrespect can fester, leading to long-term discord and estrangement. Instead, by consciously practicing respect and upholding the Stoic value of treating others as we wish to be treated ourselves, we foster a nurturing environment where both partners feel valued and heard. This creates a foundation of strength and unity, allowing the relationship to flourish with resilience against life's inevitable challenges. Disrespect not only conflicts with Stoic virtue but is a barrier to authentic partnership. Embracing respect in every interaction is a step towards a fulfilling and harmonious relationship. The fifth thing to remember is do not take for granted. When we take someone for granted, we overlook the wisdom of Stoicism that emphasizes living in the present and recognizing the fleeting nature of life. Stoicism teaches us to appreciate each moment and every person as a unique and temporary occurrence. When you begin to assume that your partner will always be there, you risk neglecting the beauty and value they bring to your life. Imagine a garden you pass by every day. At first, you notice the vibrant colors and the sweet fragrance, but as time goes on, you might start walking past without even a glance. Similarly, taking your partner for granted means missing out on the richness and vibrancy they contribute to your world. It's easy to slip into complacency, to forget to express gratitude for the small, everyday gestures. Yet it's these very moments that build the tapestry of your relationship. Stoicism encourages us to pause and truly see the people in our lives, to acknowledge their presence as a fleeting gift. This perspective shift can transform a mundane routine into a series of treasured experiences. By consciously practicing appreciation, we align with Stoic teachings that remind us of life's impermanence. Celebrate your partner's qualities, acknowledge their efforts, and express gratitude openly. This mindful recognition not only deepens your connection, but also fosters a relationship anchored in respect and love. Remember, appreciating the present and those who enrich it is a form of Stoic mindfulness that honors the impermanent beauty of life. Practicing gratitude isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's deeply entrenched in Stoic philosophy. It's about recognizing and valuing what's around us with sincerity and reflection. In relationships, this practice can transform interactions from routine to remarkable. The way we express gratitude can significantly influence the quality of our connections, and Stoicism offers us powerful tools to nurture this habit. One effective strategy is keeping a daily gratitude journal. Each evening, take a few minutes to write down 3 things you're grateful for about your partner. It could be their support, a thoughtful gesture, or even their smile. This daily ritual shifts your focus from what might be lacking to what is abundant and cherished. Another exercise is the gratitude letter. Periodically, write a heartfelt letter to your partner, focusing on the aspects you appreciate about them. This type of reflection encourages you to dig deep, acknowledging qualities you might otherwise overlook. Sharing these letters can open paths to deeper communication and mutual appreciation. Additionally, practice verbal acknowledgements. Throughout the day, make it a point to verbally express your gratitude for both big and small things. Whether it's a thank you for making coffee or acknowledging their hard work, these words can have a profound impact. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you not only align with Stoic values but also create a space where gratitude becomes an integral part of your relationship. This conscious effort to appreciate and express gratitude can bolster your bond, fostering a relationship grounded in mutual respect and joy. Such practices, rooted in gratitude, remind us of the precious moments and people we often take for granted, nurturing a more fulfilling and harmonious connection. The 6th thing to consider is to avoid emotional unawareness. Stoicism places a significant emphasis on self-awareness and the regulation of emotions, underscoring that our emotional responses are within our control. When we neglect this cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, we risk allowing our unexamined emotions to govern our actions and interactions. Think about those moments when a sudden outburst or unmeasured reaction causes friction between partners, leading to unnecessary conflicts. Such situations often arise from a lack of awareness about what we are feeling and why. Without this understanding, emotions like anger, frustration, or insecurity can bubble over, affecting the quality and harmony of the relationship. By cultivating a Stoic awareness of our inner emotional landscape, we can better navigate these turbulent moments. This means acknowledging our feelings without judgment, understanding their origins, and choosing how we react to them. It's about taking a breath and reflecting rather than reacting impulsively. Imagine a scenario where your partner expresses a concern or disappointment. Instead of reacting defensively or dismissively, Stoicism encourages pausing to consider the emotions at play. By doing so, you can respond with clarity, empathy, and rationality, thereby fostering a more understanding and supportive environment. Emotional unawareness not only hinders personal growth but can also strain the bonds of connection. By committing to greater emotional awareness, we align with Stoic teachings and pave the way for healthier, more resilient relationships where both partners feel heard, respected, and valued. The seventh thing to be mindful of is to not ignore communication. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the power of clear and rational communication, a tool that is often underestimated yet crucial in nurturing lasting relationships. When communication is neglected, misunderstandings arise, breeding distance and discord between partners. Imagine a scenario where a partner fails to express their concerns or desires, assuming that their significant other should already know what's on their mind. This silent expectation can lead to frustration and feelings of neglect. Stoicism encourages us to engage in open dialogue, where thoughts and feelings are shared with honesty and clarity. By doing so, we create a bridge of understanding that allows for a harmonious exchange. Consider how much stronger a relationship becomes when both partners are committed to listening attentively and speaking thoughtfully. Clear communication involves not just voicing one's perspective, but also being receptive to the other's point of view. This mutual exchange respects the Stoic principle of rationality, where emotions are expressed in a calm and reasoned manner. Ignoring communication doesn't just silence words, it silences the connection itself, leaving room for guesswork and assumptions. By embracing the Stoic practice of thoughtful and rational dialogue, we nurture a space where both partners feel valued and understood. This, in turn, strengthens the partnership, fostering a bond grounded in trust and mutual respect. Remember, in Stoicism, communication is more than just exchanging words. It's a foundational pillar that supports the structure of a meaningful relationship. Enhancing communication skills is pivotal in fostering a robust and understanding relationship, deeply rooted in Stoic teachings. One of the first steps in this journey is mastering the art of active listening. This means fully concentrating, understanding, and responding thoughtfully to your partner, rather than simply hearing their words. Stoicism encourages us to be present and aware in every interaction, treating each conversation with intention and respect. Imagine a scenario during a discussion where, instead of planning your response while your partner speaks, you truly focus on their words and emotions. This level of attention conveys empathy and respect, forming the foundation of trust and intimacy. In addition to active listening, Stoicism also values thoughtful dialogue. This involves expressing oneself clearly and rationally, free from the impulsivity of unchecked emotions. Consider how a conversation might change if you choose words carefully, conveying respect and genuine curiosity. Instead of reacting emotionally, take a pause to reflect on the message and respond with clarity and calmness. This approach not only aligns with Stoic principles of measured speech, but also fosters a safe environment for open communication. Another technique is to ask open-ended questions that invite deeper discussion, rather than leading to yes or no answers. This practice encourages elaboration and understanding, making partners feel heard and important. Finally, establish a habit of regular check-ins, creating space for both partners to share thoughts and feelings openly. These practices, inspired by Stoic philosophy, enhance communication by grounding it in mindfulness and rationality. As these skills become second nature, they transform interactions into meaningful dialogues, enriching the connection and building a resilient, harmonious partnership. Avoiding jealousy is fundamental to cultivating a healthy relationship, and Stoicism offers insightful guidance on overcoming this emotion. Jealousy often arises from irrational desires and fears, creating a turbulent storm of insecurity and doubt. It is a natural emotion, but one that can be corrosive if left unchecked. Stoicism teaches us that such emotions are based on our own perceptions, not reality. We often see jealousy as an external problem, pointing fingers at situations or other people. Yet Stoicism invites us to look inward, recognizing that the roots of jealousy dwell within our thoughts. These thoughts might be expectations of exclusivity, fear of loss, or comparison to others. By addressing these inner narratives, we can begin our journey to freedom from jealousy. Imagine the cycle that jealousy sets in motion. you may find yourself comparing your relationship to others or fearing the loss of what you hold dear. In this cycle, irrational desires dictate your actions, leading to conflict and misunderstanding. Stoicism encourages us to challenge these desires by focusing on what is within our control. Ask yourself, what can I change about my response? How can I choose to perceive this situation differently? By shifting your focus from envy and desire to appreciation and understanding, you break the chain of jealousy. Embrace gratitude for the relationship you have and recognize the value of trust and communication. Let Stoicism guide you to see the irrational nature of jealousy and to choose a path of peace and clarity. This approach not only enriches your bond by fostering openness, but also aligns with the Stoic pursuit of inner tranquility and rationality. Holding grudges is like carrying a heavy burden that only weighs down our own progress, yet it's a common trap that many fall into. Within Stoic philosophy lies a liberating principle, the art of forgiving and forgetting past events. There's a profound wisdom here that encourages us to let go of resentment, a wisdom that fuels personal growth and frees us from self-imposed chains. Picture a grudge as a stone in your shoe. Each step is painful, burdensome, and prevents you from moving forward with ease and grace. Similarly, harboring resentment towards a partner for past mistakes or perceived slights does more harm to the carrier than to anyone else. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, and the past, being unchangeable, falls outside this realm. By clinging to grudges, we expend precious energy on something that cannot be altered, instead of channeling it into the present moment where true change and connection can occur. Forgiveness in this Stoic context is not about condoning harmful behavior, but about liberating yourself. It's about recognizing the impermanence of all things, including mistakes, and choosing to release their hold on your life. Consider the relief that comes from letting go of a heavy grudge. It's an act of self-compassion, opening the door to healing and renewal in your relationship. Embracing this forgiveness aligns perfectly with Stoic values, offering peace and clarity instead of conflict and regret. By practicing this act of letting go, not only do we honor our own well-being, but we also create space for authentic and lasting connection, one that is untainted by old wounds and fresh with understanding and compassion. Practicing forgiveness involves more than simply deciding to let go of a grudge. It requires deliberate exercises that gradually transform our mindset and open us to compassion. One effective exercise is reframing negative thoughts. Begin by identifying the specific thought related to the grudge you're holding. Perhaps it's a memory of a past argument or a perceived slight. Instead of allowing this thought to fester, take a moment to reframe it, challenge its accuracy, and consider alternative perspectives. Ask yourself, what was the intention behind the other person's actions? Could it have been a misunderstanding, or could they have been acting out of their own struggles? This shift in perspective helps dissolve the emotional charge attached to the thought, transforming it into something more neutral or even positive. Another powerful practice is cultivating compassion, which aligns beautifully with Stoic principles. Imagine standing in the shoes of the person you're holding a grudge against. Reflect on their background, challenges, and emotions. Recognize that, just like you, they are imperfect and learning. Practicing this type of empathy softens the heart, reducing the grip of resentment. Additionally, consider the act of consciously choosing to release the grudge. Visualize the weight of your resentment as a heavy stone and imagine yourself gently setting it down. Feel the relief and lightness in letting go, focusing on how this benefits your own peace and clarity. By integrating these exercises into daily life, you align with Stoic wisdom, embracing forgiveness not just as an act of release, but as a journey toward greater understanding and harmony. This cultivated practice of forgiveness enriches your relationships, fostering deeper connections grounded in empathy and respect, free from the burdens of the past. Avoiding manipulation is crucial in fostering genuine connections, a principle deeply valued within Stoic philosophy. Manipulation often involves using deceit or emotional tactics to influence others for personal gain. It's a shadowy path that erodes trust and authenticity in relationships, creating a facade rather than a true bond. Stoicism teaches us that virtuous relationships are built on honesty, respect, and integrity. When we manipulate, we betray these core values, replacing sincerity with control. Picture a relationship where one partner constantly uses guilt or flattery to sway the other's decisions. While it might seem effective in the short term, manipulation breeds resentment and distance over time. The manipulated partner may feel trapped or undervalued, sensing that their genuine needs and desires are disregarded. Stoicism encourages us to pursue relationships founded on mutual respect and understanding, where each individual's autonomy is acknowledged and valued. Instead of resorting to manipulation, strive for open communication, where feelings and intentions are expressed with clarity and genuine intent. By avoiding manipulation, we align with the Stoic pursuit of virtue, fostering an environment where love is freely given and received. This approach not only strengthens the relationship by ensuring that both partners feel respected and heard, but it also aligns with the Stoic ideal of living in truth and harmony. Remember, genuine connections thrive on authenticity and trust, not on manipulation and control. By choosing to interact with honesty and respect, we embrace the essence of Stoicism, creating a space where true and meaningful relationships can flourish. Competing with a partner might seem tempting in a world that often glorifies rivalry and winning. However, according to Stoic philosophy, this approach conflicts with the pursuit of inner tranquility and mutual support, core tenets of this ancient wisdom. Competition breeds comparison, resentment, and pressure, creating an environment where partners perceive each other as adversaries rather than allies. Imagine the subtle rivalry that might arise over who earns more, who gets more recognition, or who takes charge in decision-making. These scenarios can lead to unnecessary tension, where the beauty of a shared journey is overshadowed by individual ego. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies not in dominating but in understanding and supporting one another. By choosing to compete, we miss out on the profound connection that arises from working together, celebrating each other's successes and lifting one another during setbacks. Consider the peace that comes with setting aside competition and instead embracing collaboration. It's about viewing your partner not as a competitor but as a companion in life's journey, offering encouragement and understanding. This perspective aligns with the Stoic value of community and interconnectedness, where the focus shifts from self-centered goals to shared growth and harmony. By rejecting competition and instead fostering a spirit of teamwork and support, we create a relationship built on mutual respect and love. This approach not only enriches the bond but also enhances personal well-being, allowing both partners to experience the joy of achieving together. Such a relationship is a testament to the Stoic ideal of inner tranquility, nurturing an environment where both individuals flourish side by side, free from the constraints of rivalry. Fostering cooperation within a relationship is about building a dynamic that thrives on mutual support and shared goals, a concept deeply resonant with Stoic values. One effective strategy to cultivate this supportive environment is by setting common objectives, which aligns both partners towards a unified purpose. Imagine sitting together, discussing what you both envision for your relationship, whether it's planning a future together or simply enhancing everyday interactions. This practice not only aligns your paths but also reinforces the notion that you're on the same team, working towards a shared vision. Another vital aspect of cooperative relationships is recognizing and appreciating each other's strengths. Each partner brings unique qualities to the table, be it in problem-solving, creativity, or emotional support. Acknowledging these strengths and leveraging them in times of need creates a balanced partnership where both individuals feel valued and respected. A relationship that thrives on cooperation also involves open communication, where both partners express their needs and concerns without fear of judgment. Stoicism teaches us the importance of rational dialogue, and in this context, it means addressing issues with clarity and empathy, ensuring that both voices are heard and understood. Consider creating a routine where you regularly check in with each other, discussing not only what's working well but also areas that might need attention. This proactive approach fosters transparency and trust, acting as a bridge that connects rather than divides. Lastly, embrace the art of compromise. Cooperation often requires meeting in the middle, finding solutions that satisfy both partners without compromising individual values. By practicing compromise, we embody the Stoic principle of balance, ensuring harmony within the relationship. Through these strategies, we foster a cooperative environment that aligns perfectly with Stoic teachings, nurturing a partnership where both individuals flourish together in a spirit of support and unity. Avoiding ignoring boundaries is vital in nurturing healthy relationships, a practice deeply aligned with the Stoic principle of respecting others' autonomy. Boundaries are like the invisible lines that define personal space, preferences, and comfort zones, unique to each individual. In the context of relationships, acknowledging and respecting these boundaries is a testament to recognizing and valuing a partner's autonomy. Stoicism teaches us that each person is an independent entity with their own needs and desires. When we ignore or overstep these boundaries, it not only disregards their autonomy but often leads to feelings of being overwhelmed or disrespected. Imagine a situation where one partner continually dismisses the other's need for alone time or fails to honor their personal preferences. This behavior can foster resentment and emotional distance, creating an environment where trust and intimacy erode. Instead, embracing the Stoic principle of respecting autonomy invites us to engage in open conversations about boundaries, actively listening to understand what is significant to our partner. By expressing our own needs clearly and encouraging our partner to do the same, we cultivate an atmosphere of mutual respect and understanding. Consider the strength of a relationship where boundaries are acknowledged and honored. It transforms the partnership into a safe space where both individuals feel free to express themselves without fear of judgment or imposition. This practice not only aligns with Stoic ideals of autonomy and respect, but enriches the relationship with deeper trust and connection. By prioritizing the recognition of boundaries, we ensure that both partners feel valued and supported, paving the way for a flourishing and harmonious relationship rooted in empathy and integrity. The 13th thing to consider is to not overreact. In the world of Stoicism, controlling one's emotions is a vital skill, a cornerstone that empowers us to remain calm amid life's challenges. Overreacting often stems from an inability to manage emotional responses, leading to impulsivity and turmoil. Imagine a sudden disagreement with your partner where, instead of discussing differences calmly, emotions flare up, escalating the issue into a full-blown conflict. This reaction often leaves both parties feeling hurt and misunderstood. Stoicism teaches us the value of pausing and reflecting before responding, allowing space for reason to guide us. Overreacting is like throwing fuel onto a smoldering spark, turning something manageable into a raging fire. By remaining composed and choosing to respond thoughtfully, we foster an environment where understanding prevails over chaos. Consider how disagreements can be transformed into opportunities for growth when we choose patience over impulsivity. It's about recognizing the triggers that lead to overreaction and consciously choosing a different path, a path grounded in patience and clarity. Stoicism invites us to practice mindfulness, to breathe deeply, and to reflect on the true nature of the situation before speaking or acting. This approach not only aligns with Stoic principles but enriches our relationships by ensuring that our responses are measured and considerate. By avoiding overreaction, we embrace the art of maintaining inner tranquility, nurturing a partnership where both individuals feel respected and valued. Remember, the power of choice in our reactions holds the key to a balanced and harmonious connection, a principle that resonates deeply with the wisdom of Stoicism. Cultivating calmness during disagreements is a profound practice that draws from Stoic wisdom, encouraging mindfulness and deliberate reflection. Imagine a moment when tensions rise and emotions start to spiral. Instead of getting swept away, Stoicism invites us to anchor ourselves in the present moment. One effective method is to practice mindful breathing. As soon as you feel emotions intensifying, pause and take slow, deep breaths. Focus solely on your breath, feeling the rise and fall of your chest. This simple act grounds you, creating a pause between impulse and reaction, allowing for a more measured response. Another technique inspired by Stoic tradition is the concept of the view from above. In the midst of a disagreement, mentally step back and view the situation from a broader perspective. Imagine watching the scene as an observer, detached from immediate emotions. This shift helps dilute the intensity of the moment, providing clarity and reducing the emotional charge. It's akin to viewing a storm from the safety of a distant hill, understanding its place within the larger landscape. Additionally, engage in the practice of reflective journaling. After a disagreement, take time to write down the emotions and thoughts experienced, exploring their roots and contemplating alternative reactions. This reflection not only aids in processing emotions, but also prepares you for future interactions with greater composure. By weaving mindfulness into your daily routine, such as morning meditation or evening reflections, you cultivate an inner tranquility that becomes second nature. This foundation allows you to approach disagreements with calmness, honoring the Stoic ideal of harmony between reason and emotion. Through these methods, we embrace a mindful approach to conflicts, fostering a relationship where understanding and respect prevail over discord. This journey into calmness not only aligns with Stoic teachings but enriches the quality of connection, turning discord into opportunities for growth and understanding. Avoiding breaking promises is a fundamental principle rooted in Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the importance of integrity and reliability in relationships. Keeping one's word is not just a moral obligation, it's a testament to the character and trustworthiness that Stoicism cherishes. Picture a scenario where a promise made to a partner, perhaps to be there for an important event or to handle a shared responsibility, is broken. Such a breach doesn't just disappoint, it shakes the foundation of trust that the relationship stands upon. In the world of Stoicism, each promise is a bond, representing the commitment and respect we hold for our partner. When a promise is broken, it's akin to fracturing this bond, creating a ripple effect of doubt and insecurity. Trust, once lost, is painfully slow to rebuild. It requires consistent actions that realign with the values of truth and reliability. Stoicism teaches us that our word is one of the few things truly within our control. By honoring our promises, we embody the Stoic ideal of living with virtue. Consider the strength that comes from knowing that your partner can rely on you, that your words hold weight and meaning. This reliability fosters a secure and nurturing environment where both partners feel valued and respected. By choosing to keep our promises, we affirm to our partner that they matter, that their needs and expectations are a priority in our lives. It's not just about fulfilling a duty, it's about nurturing a relationship grounded in mutual trust and admiration. Remember, in Stoicism, the simple act of keeping a promise is a profound demonstration of integrity, transforming relationships into resilient and harmonious partnerships. Deception is a subtle yet potent threat to any relationship, especially when viewed through the lens of Stoicism, which cherishes honesty and integrity above all. In the world of Stoic philosophy, truthfulness is not just a virtue, it's a cornerstone of ethical living. When we deceive, we create illusions that undermine the very essence of trust and transparency, two vital elements for a thriving partnership. Imagine a relationship where one partner consistently withholds information or twists the truth to avoid conflict or gain favor. While it might seem convenient in the moment, such deception can lead to a foundation built on falsehoods, shaky and uncertain. The Stoics teach us that honesty is a path to inner peace, aligning our actions with our values, thus maintaining a clear conscience and genuine connections. Deception, on the other hand, invites chaos into our lives, causing rifts that are often difficult to mend. It clouds communication, breeding doubt and suspicion between partners. In contrast, living with integrity means letting your words and actions reflect your true self, fostering an environment where both partners feel safe and valued. Consider the profound impact of knowing that your partner is always truthful, that their words are rooted in sincerity and authenticity. This honesty strengthens the bond, creating a partnership where both individuals can flourish, free from the shadows of deceit. By choosing to live truthfully, we honor the Stoic principle of integrity, enriching our relationships with trust and respect. Remember, in Stoicism, the commitment to truth is not just a personal duty but a gift to your partnership, paving the way for a harmonious and fulfilling connection. Avoiding blame shifting is a crucial lesson rooted in Stoic philosophy, emphasizing the importance of personal responsibility. Stoicism teaches us that each individual is accountable for their own actions and reactions, a principle that directly opposes the tendency to blame others for our mistakes or misfortunes. Imagine a moment when an argument arises, and instead of taking responsibility for one's role in the disagreement, fingers point outward. This act of blame shifting not only deflects accountability, but also erodes trust and respect within the relationship. It's like passing the weight of your burdens onto someone else, refusing to acknowledge your own part in the situation. The Stoics encourage us to turn inward, to examine our own contributions to any problem before casting blame. By doing so, we embrace a path of growth and self-awareness, recognizing that true change begins with accepting our own responsibilities. Consider how much stronger a relationship becomes when both partners are committed to understanding their own actions and learning from them. This approach fosters an environment of mutual respect and understanding, where growth is prioritized over fault-finding. Reframing challenges as opportunities for personal development aligns with the Stoic ideal of embracing personal responsibility, leading to more harmonious connections. By avoiding the trap of blame shifting, we demonstrate integrity and honor the Stoic pursuit of wisdom, paving the way for deeper, more resilient relationships. Remember, in Stoicism, acknowledging our role in life's challenges is not a sign of weakness but a testament to our strength and commitment to living a virtuous life. Embracing accountability is more than just admitting when we're wrong. It's about stepping into a space of honesty and growth, a concept deeply cherished in Stoic philosophy. Acknowledging mistakes involves recognizing our human tendency to err without letting pride overshadow our ability to learn and improve. Imagine a moment when something goes awry in your relationship, perhaps an overlooked promise or a hasty remark. Rather than deflect or excuse, embracing accountability means openly admitting the misstep and reflecting on its impact. This acknowledgement fosters a climate of trust and authenticity, allowing both partners to feel valued and understood. Stoicism invites us to not only recognize our faults but also actively seek solutions. This means engaging in meaningful dialogue to understand what went wrong and collaboratively finding ways to prevent similar issues. Consider initiating a practice of open reflection, perhaps through regular conversations where both partners can voice their perspectives and propose constructive changes. This approach aligns with the Stoic principle of continuous self-improvement, By committing to ongoing dialogue, you not only enhance your relationship but also demonstrate a willingness to grow individually and as a couple. Additionally, set clear intentions and goals that reflect both partners' desires and needs. This proactive step creates a shared vision for the relationship, ensuring that efforts align harmoniously. By embracing accountability, you transform challenges into opportunities for connection and development, reinforcing the Stoic ideal of living with integrity and purpose. Remember, in Stoicism, accountability is not just an admission of fault, but a commitment to build a stronger, more resilient bond through genuine understanding and cooperative progress. The 17th thing to keep in mind is to not dismiss perspectives. Within the world of Stoicism, the value of understanding and rationality is paramount, and dismissing another's viewpoint stands in direct contradiction to these teachings. When we disregard the perspectives of others, we close ourselves off to the vast wealth of knowledge and insight that different viewpoints can offer. Imagine a situation where a partner shares their feelings and thoughts, only to be met with indifference or dismissal. Such an act not only shuts down communication, but also undermines the trust and respect vital to any relationship. Stoicism teaches us that wisdom is not found in the echo chamber of our own thoughts, but in the willingness to engage with ideas different from our own. By valuing other perspectives, we enrich our understanding of the world and foster a deeper connection with those around us. Consider the strength of a relationship where both partners actively listen and seek to comprehend each other's viewpoints, even when they differ. This practice aligns with the Stoic ideal of rational discourse, where open-mindedness and curiosity lead to collective growth. Instead of dismissing differing opinions, choose to explore them with empathy and reason. Ask questions, engage in discussions, and seek to understand the emotions and experiences that shape your partner's views. By doing so, you create a space of mutual respect and learning where both partners feel valued and heard. This approach not only enriches the relationship with deeper understanding, but also honors the Stoic pursuit of wisdom and unity. Remember, in Stoicism, embracing diverse perspectives is not just an exercise in tolerance but a path to wisdom and meaningful connection. By refusing to dismiss perspectives, we pave the way for a partnership where learning and growth are shared journeys. Avoiding rushing is essential, as hasty decisions can undermine the Stoic practice of thoughtful reflection. Imagine standing at a crossroads where choices loom large and the urge to decide swiftly beckons. It's tempting to rush, especially when pressure mounts, but this impulsivity often leads to regret or missed opportunities for deeper understanding. Stoicism teaches us that patience and deliberate thought pave the way to wisdom, allowing us to consider multiple perspectives and consequences before choosing a path. Rushing through decisions is like skimming over a novel, missing the nuances and messages hidden within the pages. By taking the time to reflect thoughtfully, we honor the Stoic ideal of pausing to observe and weigh our options. Consider how decisions within relationships, whether big or small, benefit from this practice. Choices about commitments, communication, or even daily routines carry more meaning when approached with care and reflection. By slowing down, we allow ourselves to see beyond the immediate, to connect with our true intentions and values. This approach not only enriches personal growth, but also strengthens the bond with your partner, as decisions become joint ventures rather than hurried reactions. Seeking harmony between action and contemplation aligns beautifully with Stoic teachings, fostering a balanced life where wisdom and insight guide us. Remember, in Stoicism, avoiding rushing is not about delaying action, but about ensuring that each step we take is rooted in thoughtful reflection, paving the way for a life of purpose and understanding. Practicing patience in relationships calls upon the timeless Stoic value of wise deliberation, offering us a pathway to greater understanding and harmony. Imagine patience as a quiet strength, one that allows you to navigate the ebb and flow of emotions with grace rather than haste. The first tip for developing patience is to embrace the practice of mindful breathing. When emotions start to rise, take a moment to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly, allowing each breath to calm your mind and center your thoughts. This simple yet effective practice creates a pause, a chance to regain clarity before responding or making decisions. Another key strategy is to cultivate an appreciation for the present moment. Often impatience arises from anxiety about the future or regret over the past. Stoicism teaches us to anchor ourselves in the now, to truly be present with your partner and cherish the moments you share. By appreciating the here and now, you reduce the urge to rush, finding joy in the unfolding of time together. Set aside time for reflection, allowing space to consider your interactions and responses. Deliberate reflection aligns your actions with your values, fostering patience as a natural byproduct of understanding your motivations and goals. As you reflect, consider the impact of your words and actions on your partner, promoting empathy and awareness that counteract impatience. Finally, engage in regular dialogue with your partner about your shared journey. Discuss goals and align on mutual aspirations, creating a partnership built on cooperation and understanding. Patience flourishes in an environment where both individuals feel supported and valued. Through these practices, inspired by the wisdom of Stoicism, patience becomes a guiding force that enhances communication, nurtures connection, and paves the way for a relationship grounded in respect and love. Remember, practicing patience is a continuous journey, one that offers richness and depth to the tapestry of your shared experiences. Consistency is a bedrock of Stoic philosophy, deeply tied to the integrity and reliability that form the foundation of trust within any relationship. Imagine a scenario where words and actions don't align or where promises are made lightly and often broken. Such inconsistency creates confusion, disappointment, and erodes the trust that partners rely on to feel secure and valued. In Stoicism, being consistent isn't just about maintaining routine. It's about embodying the values and principles that define your character in every interaction. Consider the strength of a relationship where both partners know what to expect from each other, where actions follow words, and where commitments are honored with sincerity. This alignment between words and actions strengthens the bond, creating a secure environment where partners feel respected and understood. By choosing to be consistent, you invite reliability and authenticity into your relationship, nurturing a space where trust can flourish. It means being mindful of the promises you make and taking deliberate steps to fulfill them, reflecting the Stoic ideal of living with purpose and virtue. This consistency reassures your partner that they can rely on your words and character, fostering a deeper sense of safety and intimacy. Embracing consistency is not about rigidly sticking to routines, but about aligning your actions with your core values, embodying the authenticity that Stoicism champions. By doing so, you create a partnership where trust not only exists but thrives, turning everyday moments into a testament to shared understanding and love. Remember, in Stoicism, consistency is more than a habit. It's a commitment to live truthfully and harmoniously, building a relationship that stands firm on the pillars of trust and integrity. As we come to the end of this enlightening journey through Stoicism and relationships, let's take a moment to reflect on the key insights we've unearthed. From avoiding excess control to embracing accountability, each principle rooted in Stoic wisdom offers a path to deeper understanding and more fulfilling partnerships. By practicing empathy, maintaining clear communication, and cherishing the present moment, we nurture connections that are not only resilient but also profoundly enriching. Through patience, honesty, and respect for boundaries, we foster a space where love can thrive free from the shadows of mistrust and misunderstanding. Stoicism teaches us that true strength lies in self-awareness and consideration for others, transforming relationships into partnerships of growth and mutual support. As you continue your journey, I encourage you to apply these timeless principles in your own life. Let them guide your actions and deepen your connections, enhancing your relationships with wisdom and care. Remember, the wisdom of the Stoics is not just a philosophy but a practical guide for living a life filled with purpose, understanding, and harmony. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences on how these principles have impacted your relationships. Please share them with us in the comments below. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for more content that explores the depths of Stoicism and its transformative power. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and here's to building relationships that endure and inspire.